angels, and welcome to my YouTube channel.
Today we're making apple muffins.
Apple muffins. Yeah, I'm here in my kitchen with my boy, and he's gonna be my little helper.
Sorry, I dropped all the packets.
Yeah, actually this is not a... Oops.
I'm just getting the packet.
This is not a specific muffin or cupcake recipe. This is just one of my oldest cake recipes, apple cake recipes. But because my kids enjoy when I make the cakes in this little things, I don't know what's the name of this, paper cups or whatever is the name of this.
Paper cups for all sorts of cakes you're making, like a muffin, a cake, a smaller cake that you want to make it smaller. If you want to make it smaller, you just put a little bit of mixture, and if it gets too small, if it gets bigger and it goes to the side at the end, and you could just cut it, and you could just cut it smaller if you like it smaller.
And they're actually such a nice idea for a packed lunches and for just like a kind of a fast morning breakfast. So yeah, because of this, I'm gonna make them this night to be ready for tomorrow morning. Actually, the time is 7:30 now. Probably you are not so happy to cook at 7:30, but I literally don't mind. I want them to be as fresh as possible for tomorrow.
Look at my tattoos from Lego.
This is actually such an old recipe. It's from my grandma. I'm holding the recipe. I'm having the recipe in this, you can see, such an old piece of paper, and it's kind of a super simple, it's kind of a basic recipe, but it's nice, and believe me, kids really enjoy and like it. And you can add some more ingredients, or you can just skip them, like a lemon zest, or you can put a chocolate chips inside, or you can put a raisins inside, or whatever if you want. But just the recipe is super simple, and I'm gonna show you right now. I have these farm apples. You don't need any special, any particular apples. I personally think that any kind of apples, they just need to be a little bit more sweet, but you can use any apples. I have prepared 2 eggs. I'm gonna be using 2 to 3 tablespoons of natural yogurt. I need as well granulated sugar, but because I just realized that I don't have enough sugar to prepare the recipe, so because of this I will replace it and mix the granulated sugar with this icing sugar, because I got quite a lot of this. Then I will add a baking powder and a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to be using this mixing tool.
Right now, I'm just drawing a bunny.
So first I'm going to start with 2 or 3 eggs. I personally, actually my recipe is 2 to 3 eggs. I personally prefer to make this recipe and this cake with 2 eggs. They are, I think, medium size. And sorry for, excuse me for the way I'm holding my finger, but I was just preparing myself with all the ingredients in the kitchen, and I was on my way to open the package of lemons, and unfortunately I didn't see that I'm holding the knife in the wrong way. So I'm gonna preheat the oven into 220 degrees. I'm gonna add the second egg. You can put all the ingredients together and then start mixing them, or start mixing them step by step. But if you are a mom on a rush and if you don't have enough time, I will definitely suggest you to put all the ingredients at once and then just start mixing them. The next thing, of course, I will link all the recipe and all the ingredients down below in the comment section. But now, of course, I'm gonna explain you what I'm doing. I actually need 1.5 cups of sugar, and as I knew from my grandma, when you start doing any recipe, you have to use the same measuring tools. I mean, when I'm saying 1 cup of this, 1 cup of that, I'm always gonna be using this measuring cup. So I need 1.5 cups of it. Probably I will use my whole icing sugar. And before adding the sunflower oil, I just want to mix first the eggs with the sugar. Then the next ingredient that I'm gonna add is sunflower oil, and according to my recipe I need 2/3 cups of it. And I'm gonna mix everything together once again. Now I need 3 tablespoons of natural yogurt. 1, 2, 3. 1.5 cups of plain flour, just basic plain flour. Here is my cup, and then in this dry ingredient I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Or I even gonna add just a little bit more. It will be a lot easier if I open the lid like this. And then I need half more. And now I will add the cinnamon. If you don't like it, of course, don't add it, but I personally love the combination of cinnamon and apples, especially in the winter time. You know, this is a kind of a wintry scent. I will close again. Okay, and I'm gonna start mix once again. Next thing that I have to do is to peel off the apples. Just for a little bit of a taste, but of course this is optional, I just like to use a lemon zest, and I'm just gonna wash this lemon. Put the apples inside. I pretty much think that my mixture is ready, so we're gonna open.
It is.
It is ready.
But
This is actually the mixture.
I want to put it in the cup.
Actually, what I'm gonna be doing right now is just to fill them. Not so sure about the perfect amount that I have to put there, but no more than half of them. comment down below. Yeah, so I just put a little bit of sunflower oil in the bottom of the tray, and I will put the rest of the mixture, but I will show you now, I will leave just a little bit of the mixture. I'm gonna be using a little bit of cocoa powder. This is the kids.
Cocoa!
Yeah, and it's already sweetened. Just gonna put it on top. What I've learned from my grandma, like doing this and mixing the mixture like in a rolling motions with your spoon. Probably here it's a little bit lighter than the other side, but you don't mind. Okay. Now this is actually going to be the second portion, but because I don't want to play with them anymore, and so because of this I'm gonna be using them only for pack lunches, and I'm gonna be using this just to have a breakfast at home. And this is the final result, guys. Yeah, they're totally perfect. Some of them are a little bit higher than the others, but because this is a kind of a little bit more liquidy texture because of the apples that are inside, especially if they're a little bit more juicy. Yeah, but I don't think that this is such a problem. And here is the final result.